Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya. Show we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. Joining me today is Grant. How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you, Trevor. Very good.
He's been here. One bar down there, one bar up here. We've been around the circles.
Three, I've had.
Three. So, we're here at Candy Club, and what's this one called? This is
Candy Floss.
Candy Floss. We've got Candy Club, which is on the corner, which I'll show you in a minute down there, and Candy Floss, which is here. So before we talk about this, whereabouts are you from?
Originally Southend in Essex.
Southend.
Southend, yeah.
Oh, no, Mr. Tots. Mr. Drink.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I worked the doors there.
Did you really?
Yeah, years and years ago, yeah.
I used to be good friends with Lou Manzi.
Bloody hell.
My dad was very good friends.
What a small world, yeah. I married a bird from Southend.
Did you?
Yeah, I was in the army. I was posted in Colchester, and then I met her. She was in Tots. And I met her. Then I married her. It was a disaster.
How long ago was that?
Oh, God. 1987, 88.
That must have been that's about our prime then.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, enough about me. It's about you. It's about you. So, from Southend.
Southend.
And when did you first come out here to Thailand?
Just below 3 years ago, about 2 years, 10 months, something like that.
Right.
I came out on my own, didn't really know anybody, didn't have any contacts out here, but I've obviously been here a few times before. Thought it would appeal to me, and to be honest with you, I thought there was money to be made here.
Right.
Back in the UK, as I'm sure perhaps a lot of your subscribers agree, it's just terrible there. I mean, I've always been in business myself, tried to do a couple of things. There's just no interest, no money. So I thought there's no point in staying here. So I ended up here.
Oh, yeah, I must admit, a lot of people that they comment on the channel, they come into the lounge, they all say the same about English. It's just really.
I went back about 7 months ago. My stepfather died. And I was there for 5 days, and I could not wait to get back here.
Really?
I couldn't wait. Yeah, as soon as I landed in Bangkok, I felt like I'm home.
Back to where I belong.
Yeah, back to where I belong.
So when you first came out here to Thailand, what did you make of it?
I think Pattaya is different to the rest of Thailand, to say the very least.
Totally agree, totally.
If you want me to be honest, for an older man, I'm 63, it's like heaven, really.
Yeah.
But I think that wears off after a few months. I think I've heard you say, when you first come out here, you're like a child in a candy store.
Yeah.
But after a few months, that gets a bit monotonous and same old questions. What's your name? Where you from? I'm sure you've heard it a million times. So I decided that wasn't really for me and tried to be a bit more responsible.
Yeah.
And ended up getting married to my wife. We're still together now.
Brilliant. So you came here on holiday?
I came here on a recce, really.
Okay.
I came here for 2 weeks initially and ended up staying a month. I met a girl from Kanchanaburi. She drove all the way from Kanchanaburi. So she came and stayed with me, and I thought, quite like this.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got back, I actually applied for a visa while I was here.
Right, okay.
But I got an elite visa, which with hindsight probably was a mistake. I certainly paid 600,000 baht for that for 5 years. I mean, it is good at the airport. They really look after you. They lay on a brand new BMW 7 Series to collect, and you get all the trimmings. But with hindsight, my brother's just come over here, and his first year's cost him 31,000 baht for a retirement visa, which I would have easily achieved, or nearly I would have achieved. So, you live and learn. Whether I renew it again I've got 2 years left to go, I don't think I will. I'll just go back onto retirement visa.
Yeah.
So much easier. It's not difficult, is it?
No, it isn't. And, on the subject of visas, we speak to Mark at One Stop all the time, and he's very good. He sorts it all out.
Yeah, I saw you did an interview with him.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, really good guy. Really good guy. So you came here, did your recce?
Yeah.
What on earth possessed you to get into the bar scene?
Well, I've always been I like a bit of nightlife.
Okay.
And there's nowhere more vibrant here. I mean, this to me, I spent a lot of time in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And I found this not comparable. I found it better. But maybe it's the neon lights and the nightlife. It just seemed, the opportunities seemed relentless, to be honest with you. I just felt it was a good place to be entrepreneurial.
Right.
I admire a lot of the Thais, even little food vendors. They all work for themselves, and I like that. They have a totally different attitude. So that worked for me. Plus, I ran a large real estate company back in 2000, and it had a entertainment division.
Right.
And it actually owned a club called the Chameleon next to Tots.
Bloody hell.
And it owned another club in Southend called Dick Deving's Rocking Goose, and a hotel. And I ended up, that was part of my remit. Apart from the property, which was the big business, was the entertainment side. So I learned a little bit about hospitality, and I've always been keen on it. My son got a degree in hospitality. He worked at the Dorchester for a little while. So it's always been in the family. We've always travelled a lot, stayed in very nice hotels. So I'm very aware of what people expect.
Yeah.
And I've tried to replicate that in Candy Club. We get some very good reviews with the service. The staff are very, very good because they have to be.
Well, every time I walk past you,
It's packed every night, Trevor.
Yeah.
Every single night.
Yeah.
It's got a unique concept where it attracts a lot of Thai girls. Yes, some of them are normal girls, some of them are freelancers.
Yeah.
How you tell the difference these days, I've never been quite sure about
Impossible.
that. It's impossible, yeah. And therefore that attracts a lot of tourists. So the combination of the two, it just, it's mind-boggling. I mean, the low season, the worst month we had, and it wasn't that bad, was August. Apart from that, we've sailed to. October's looking really good so far.
Yeah, I've got to say, I mean, like for us, we had, like you said, August was probably our lowest.
Yeah, it was.
The last 12 months has been the lowest month.
Yeah, definitely.
But, it's good. There's a lot more people coming out here.
There does seem to be. I think with the YouTube channels, people are seeing it more. I must say, I watched yours before I came here and a couple of other ones, and I think people come here with a lot more knowledge, and I don't just mean about not getting scammed by girls, but where to go. You can easily waste a week. I mean, it is a city.
Yeah.
I don't think people realise how big it is. And you can easily waste a week going to the wrong places, and by seeing where to go, I used to go down Soi 7 all the time.
Yeah.
And end up in Tree Town. I don't know why. Can't remember why now.
So when you had the thought going through your mind, do you know what, I want to set up a business here. Why Tree Town?
Because at the time, that was, let's say, nearly 3 years ago, and it was a lot busier than it is now. All these bars, there's 6 bars closed, there's 7 including yours.
Yeah.
If you count Escape, it's 8. That wasn't the case. It was packed. And when I first opened Candy Floss, we did very well here. For about 7 months, we did very well. And then I got a Thai guy come and offered me a ridiculous amount of rent, 250,000 baht a month, just to rent it. And he would pay Tree Town the rent. So I went, I'll have some of that. Yeah, and concentrate on Candy Club, which I did, and it's paid off dividends. Candy Club is a very unique concept, but it seems to work. The band are very important because the Thai band here have a great following, and they play a lot of Islam music. The girls love it.
Yeah.
And I like to see the Thai girls. It really makes me smile when they come in and they know how to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
When on a night out on a birthday or maybe just the weekend, they really enjoy themselves, and I love that.
I must admit, like in the lounge, when I have the music, I play my AC/DC to death because I love the AC/DC, so it's on every day. And the girls, they now know the songs because it's been drummed into them for months and months. They know the song. But in fairness, what you're saying is true. Like, we had a birthday party not so long, and I said, right, you've got 1 hour. There's the remote. Put what you want on. Oh, my Lord, it was just bouncing everywhere. And, of course, like you say, the guys sit there and like, oh, I love it. Look at her. She's having a great time. So I might actually introduce a little bit now and then.
Yeah, well, the girls certainly like it.
Yeah, and I suppose if they're having fun, the guys will enjoy it as well.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of the girls, our busiest time at Candy Club is between 2 and 4.
Is it?
Because it's open until 4 o'clock. A lot of the girls around the various bars here that perhaps haven't found a customer will come and freelance.
Yeah.
Packed with them. Or they just come for a couple of hours dancing.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
And they'll freelance if they get the opportunity.
4 o'clock, I'm sleeping.
So am I.
No way I'm up at that sort of time, though. Although my friend Rick, if you're watching, you know what I'm going to say. My mate Rick, just one more. He's next, just one more. And he'll come out and then he'll stay out till like 5, 6 in. And then when he gets home, he wakes up, he has to look on his phone. Right, what time do I actually get my ball back on?
Those days.
If you're watching, mate, I love you, mate. Brilliant. So you're here now. I mean, in terms of, obviously the businesses are going well and you're happy. I mean, have you got any thoughts about maybe expanding, or are you quite happy what you're doing?
My idea, and that it will take quite a bit of money, which I'm working on now, I'm very impressed with Thai-only clubs.
Yeah.
I am convinced, I don't know if you've been, I know you go along Pattaya quite a lot.
Yeah.
There's 3 big ones along there, the biggest one being Karaoke 2. And I go there every night, not every night, but I stop, and it fascinates me.
Yep.
Not a frang in sight, all Thai and packed every night.
Yep.
I don't know if the other one you've been to is Area 39 at Excite.
I know of it. I haven't been in there, but I know.
I understand there's an English partner there, and they're taking 400,000 baht a night. Wow. Now, I go past there. I sometimes go home that way. Packed again every night. All Thai music. At Area 39, the band is very similar to the band at Candy Club.
Right.
They play a very popular, sort of poppy-type Thai music. Not so much traditional, but it's very similar. So ideally, that's what I'd like to do long term.
I can see the logic as well, because we go to Sky Bar,
Oh, right. Okay. We didn't know.
So when the girls finish, like they'll bully me into taking Sky Bar, so I reluctantly go.
Right.
And I buy the first round. Like, right, girls, I'm going to sleep now. Bye bye. But like you say, and it's weird because a lot of people think the money is only here from the foreign.
No, it's far from it.
Sky Bar is packed. Admittedly there are a lot of people like myself there that go there with the girls, but nevertheless it's still packed full of Thais.
They're very traditional there. They have dancers on the stage.
Yeah. And if you go up South Pattaya, the one who was referred to a minute ago, when I come into work, I walk past her at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, bouncing.
I know.
Absolutely bouncing.
I think the other thing is that I've learned, particularly because most of my customers are Thais, you don't have a low season so much.
Yeah.
Because you're not reliant on that, everything finishes after Songkran until hopefully 1st of October or thereabouts. I haven't had that problem. And that lends me towards, I don't really want to rely on tourists because you never know what's going to happen, do we?
Well, yeah, I mean, at the moment, a lot of guys watching the channel, they say, Trevor, I'd love to come out more often, but the bar exchange rate is terrible at the moment. And of course, the flight prices are still through the roof.
I know.
And then now we're going to come into the high season. I dread to think what the price of flights will be like.
I looked the other day for one of my friends. There were cheapest I could find was £900.
So I used to fly £770 direct, Eva Air, just one.
You used to be able to get it for £450 at one time, £500.
Yeah, it's going through the roof.
Those days are over.
Yeah, I agree. With the gap. So, in terms of Thailand, have you been around much of the country? Or?
Oh yeah, I've been to Phuket, Koh Samui, obviously Bangkok many, many times. I've never ventured up north. I said to my wife, did she want to go to Chiang Mai? She's originally from Chenat, which is about 2 hours north of Bangkok, so not Udon Thani or anything, but she doesn't want to go. I'll get there eventually. I've been to Phuket. We had our honeymoon there, and I found it so expensive compared to Pattaya. It's mind-boggling.
It was pants down time.
And you can't get a Bolt. I don't like things like that. I remember nearly having a fight with the taxi drivers because I called a Bolt to a restaurant. That's all I did. And they went mad, and the Bolt driver, I don't like all that.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a bit of friction now.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I know certain locations that if you wait for a Bolt, you're going to have to walk 100 metres up.
Yeah.
And I get it in some respects that, they are being undercut, the orange tabos, they are undercutting them. So there is that friction. Of course, there's a lot of things about they're not registered, so I don't know. I mean, it's none of my business.
I think Bolt would make them registered, but I mean, I know you always push the Bolt app, and to me, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I've got a motorbike, but I often use Bolt still.
Yeah, well, the thing I like about Bolt is that, especially for you guys that have not been here before, and you're thinking, right, how do I explain where I am? We don't need to.
Just tell me where you are.
And the taxi guy will read it and go, right, I know where you are, and he'll come and get you, and then you can just pin drop where you want to go to.
Yeah.
So it's so simple.
It is simple.
So simple.
And the other thing is so much cheaper. I mean, the amount of people get ripped off in these taxis must be mind-boggling.
The BART bus is the best. How much is it to go down this road? 100 baht. Okay, thank you. No, it's 10 baht. It's 10 baht.
I was on Second Road the other day. I came out of that arcade where Kiss Food is on the corner.
Yeah.
And there was a taxi, and I wanted to come up here. I said, how much to run me up to T-Town? He went, 400 baht. I said, listen to me. I live here. I said, I know exactly where it is. It's top of Soi Honey.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't know, half a kilometre away. 100 baht. He went, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
It took him 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, they grab every opportunity they can. So fair play to them. I mean, right now there's a vibe in the city. I mean, how do you think the city's going in terms of like the vibe and the way we are?
I think I'm impressed with the amount of money they reinvest. I think we haven't seen that in England for years, but over here they're either trying with electricity cables, with the drainage. Yeah. They've certainly tidied up Beach Road with the paving, walking street.
Yeah.
So I think that's all a good sign. They've obviously got confidence, and the amount of condos that are still being built that I find mind-boggling.
Well, the one on top of Pramnak Hill, the huge, massive one, it's going to be 70 odd floors. Yeah, if you go along Third Road to the end, and then you go round, instead of go to the Bali High Pier, you go up.
What, you mean Grand Solaire?
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be huge. 70 floors.
I know someone's bought 2 places in there. He said to me, oh, I can take $1 million profit. I said, okay, you can sell them. He went, oh, well, I said, yeah.
I must admit, though, that I put a video out recently. When I was in Walking Street. When's the last time you went to Walking Street?
Well, last week.
Oh, was it? Oh, what did you make of it? I was blown away. It's changed so much.
My friend's got a couple of Go-Go's down there, so I went down there with him. Sensations he owns.
Oh, that's a nice. That's been there a long time.
Yeah, been there a long time. He's been here probably 20 years, Martin. Probably shouldn't say this, but I was a bit shocked about the amount of Indians.
And Indian clubs.
The 3 biggest clubs down there now are by far the Jawal and whatever the other ones are. It's not what it used to be, I don't think, when I remember it 10 years ago. And the other thing is prices. I've never been a lover of go-go bars because maybe because I know what I paid for a bottle of Heineken or a bottle, you know, and they try and charge you 350 baht, and I know it costs 43 baht.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't go in there. The girls are very expensive, plus I'm married anyway, so it doesn't matter. I've always liked Walking Street. I like to go King Seafood. I think it's probably one of the best restaurants there. Yeah. But I stay away. Sometimes I go to iBar quite a bit with my friend. He likes it in there.
Good old iBar and Insomnia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's true what you say, though. There's a massive push now towards the Indian clientele.
Right.
You know, I did the video, and you know, if you saw the video, you know what we're talking about. But I was just blown away. I couldn't believe everything. And also a lot of Russian facilities, a lot of Russian venues.
Well, the guy that owned this, his name's Sandeep. He owns, would you believe, Pattaya Nighttime Bazaar.
Oh, does he?
Very wealthy man.
Cool, yeah.
God knows how many tenants he's got in there.
Yeah.
But I'm very friendly with him, and he's got involved in those Russian bars. And I said to him, "What are you doing that for?" He said, "I've got some Russian partners." And I said, "Good luck," because I think, you know, they're a real rip-off. I mean, they really are. Some bloke I read the other day got charged 17,000 for short time, and he had to pay in the club.
Well, there you go, guys. You've been warned. You've been warned. Keep your wallet in your pocket and just walk around and find a better bed.
Yeah, stay in the beer bars.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, in terms of the future, I mean, we're talking about the demographics change here, but I think Soi Buakhao area now is the place to go.
So do I. And I don't know if you noticed, we had to glass Candy Club in because of the noise.
The noise, yeah.
One of the reasons for that was the local government, which we had a lot of trouble with, as usual, said that they've redesignated Soi Buakhao as the main entertainment area now.
Right.
And ultimately, they reckon they're going to move everything. That's their goal, is to move things off Beach Road.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah,
and yeah, this is the centre of it.
Yeah, I think it's great. But if you haven't been here, this is a really good area. So, when you relax, when you get some time off, what do you do?
Not a lot. Sometimes, like you, I work till, by the time we cash up sometimes, it's like 6 in the morning. So it throws, I don't do lots during the day. Sometimes we go for lunch, sit around the swimming pool. I've just moved to, you were there the other day. You did a video on the block that I've just moved into. Go down, what's it called, the one you looked at, Anquat? It's an old block. It was only 5,000 or 6,000 a month, and I'm next door in the Empire Tower.
Oh, right, yeah. Are you there? Okay,
yeah.
I know you are, yeah.
So there's a beautiful pool area there. So I just sit around the pool. Go to the beach quite a bit. I don't know if you've ever been to Alexa Beach Club.
Yes, I have, yeah.
I love Alexa Beach Club, so does she.
Yeah, it's nice.
We got married there, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, on the beach, which was nice. So I often go there quite a bit.
Yeah.
But again, that's changed. They put the prices up now. You've got to spend 7,000 baht a day. Which, by the time you have a bit of lunch and perhaps a couple of drinks, is not too terrible. Yeah. But if it's 7 grand in before you even start...
Yeah, that's pants down time.
I don't think Pattaya is cheap as it is. I suppose it depends what you do. I mean, we do go out for a meal virtually every night. I don't eat a lot of Thai food, unfortunately, so we go to Farang restaurants, and that costs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to tell you what my daily budget is, but...
it's up there. We know it's up there. So, tell me about the bars you've got. So, what's the difference between these two bars?
Candy Floss was always a girly bar.
Okay.
And we did have live music. It's still the same. I've moved away from it now.
Okay.
And I concentrate solely on Candy Club.
Right.
Unfortunately, Candy Floss isn't doing that well, and not many of the bars in Tree Town are.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple up the end there again got live music. I went past it the other day. There was just nobody, no customers at all. And First Bar, I know him very well. I don't know how he stays. Yeah. Must be. I know what they're losing here. They're losing. What people don't realise, and I learned very quickly, is to come here and own a bar sounds good, sounds a dream if you like, but you've got to take into consideration your losses.
Yeah. And
people forget that. They don't budget for a 12-month year, and you lose at least 4 or 5 months revenue, without a doubt. And this place is losing 300,000 baht a month. It don't take long to run up a million baht.
Yeah, that's a lot in there.
Yeah.
So with Candy Club, what time do you open?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So open at 8, done at 4.
It used to open during the day and that, but waste of time because it's all about the music.
Yeah.
It's all about, 8 till 4, 7 days a week.
Yeah, 8 till 4, 7 days a week.
And unfortunately, if you're not in there by 11, you'll never get a table.
Well, that's a good problem.
No, it's a quality problem.
Good bad for us, but it's good for you.
But not for customers. But, 11:30 is packed.
Right.
Absolutely packed.
Okay, well, what I'll do, guys, I'll put all the information down in the video description so you can connect. It's very easy to navigate. You're in Soi Buakhao Road. Soi Buakhao is what joins Central Pattaya Road, Pattaya Klang, to South Pattaya Road, Pattaya Dai. And literally, you walk along it, and you can't miss Tree Town, and you can't miss the Candy Club. It's right on the corner there. So before we finish, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I want one question for you, and you know what question I'm going to ask you. So there's a guy watching the channel right now, never ever been here before, never been to Thailand, to Pattaya before. He's going to walk around and say, right, son, put your bags down there, come and sit next to Greg, Grant, sorry, and what are you going to tell him?
Enjoy yourself.
Is it? Well, yeah, you're going to hopefully enjoy yourself.
Well, be careful. I mean, I think you've got to be very careful here. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's taken me 3 years. Even now, I learn every day.
Yeah.
But you really have to have your wits about you.
Yeah.
This is not for the faint-hearted. And I'll be very honest with you. I don't think it's an easy city to make money in, to be honest with you. I read the other day there's 4,000 bars here.
It doesn't surprise me.
There's more bars per square kilometre than anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
So, and I read the other day, during the high season, there's over 100,000 girls here. The competition is intense. It's intense. If these people buy a little bar off of Soi Buakhao at the other end by Third Road, people just don't walk past.
But they're building a new club, a new complex, up by the Double Kiss.
I saw it.
You know, and
what's the point?
I wish them all the best in the world, but I think they're going to have...
I don't get it. I mean, Midnight struggles sometimes, so I understand. There's 2 bars for sale in there. I looked at one of them. He's brought it down from 2.7 million to 1.5, and he'd probably take 1.
Yeah.
So that says it all to me.
Yeah.
And I always thought Midnight was a good idea.
Mm.
Good location.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'll warn people to be very careful.
There you are. Be careful, guys. You've heard it here first. Been a pleasure, my man. Thank you very much.
Trevor, thanks very much for your time.
You're very welcome. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll put the links to Candy Club down in the video description, so have a look at that, guys. Come on. 8 o'clock, they open. You've got to be in there by 11, or you ain't going to get a seat. So tell me you've been warned. You've been warned. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Don't forget, we have a monthly newsletter. The monthly newsletter comes out at the end of every month. It's packed full of information. So just send me an email and just 2475pattaya@gmail.com and just put newsletter at the top and we'll add you to our mailing list. We've got over about 10,000 members in there now, so we'll ping that out every month for you. Have a look on Instagram. If you want to see what's going on here in the nightlife, check our Instagram account out. It's all about the nighttime here. Daytime is all about TikTok, so have a look at TikTok, places to go, things to do, restaurants, hotel reviews, all that kind of stuff. So have a look on TikTok. And if you'd like to join us in Discord, there's over 20,000 members in there. It's totally free of charge, a wealth of information, so have a look on Discord. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel, please become a member here on YouTube. Send me a screenshot and I'll give you access to our members-only Discord area. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please, as always, wherever you're in the world, stay safe.